They're like my favorite podcast to listen to.
Get a sound check.
All right.
Yeah!
Yeah, you're laughing all over this thing.
Dude, I love them.
Here we go!
It's the Tryforce.
So, in the first episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, the man that I hate the most, one Dr. Crowler, turns around and says something that has been boggling my mind. He says, for all the kids who didn't get into Duel Academy, they're gonna have to go to Dueling Community College. So is Duel Academy a college? Because I'm really convinced that Jaden Yuki and, like, Cyrus Truesdale are, like, 14. So
maybe they're
I'm
fucking
very
prodigies.
confused. My other problem is, like, is dueling that important?
Dude, there was a whole fucking scene where Chaz and his brothers were like, we have to achieve world domination, and the sentence that was uttered was, I've achieved it through politics. I've achieved it through business. Now you, Chaz, must fill in the third pillar of the world domination plan and take over Duel Monster.
I just want to bring up the point I made in the season 1 of, like, regular Yu-Gi-Oh! Has anyone told them it's just Duel Monsters?
I don't think so.
Okay, here's the thing about it, though.
It's just Yu-Gi-Oh! It's just Duel Monsters.
It is just Duel Monsters, but, like, for the first 10 episodes of GX, they treat it like it's just Duel Monsters, and it doesn't feel right.
But that's the thing, like, I can't take it as that, because, like, the first episode is literally your main character, Jaden Yuki, going and running to the entrance exams to the Duel Academy, which is on its own island, mind you. Like, it's not just Duel Monsters. They make it very clear in the first episode that it's not just Duel Monsters, and I fucking hate it. I can't believe I've watched that entire, like, series multiple times.
Yeah, so
I hate me.
Hi, welcome to the Tryforce podcast. We're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! GX.
We are talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, and I think that, like,
GX.
I think the most...
Generation X.
Game on, get your game on.
I can't stand
literally
either
hate
of you.
us. I hate us.
So, like, this is a very interesting podcast because this was our first, I think our first request
Yeah,
podcast.
this was
Absolutely.
requested.
Do we have a Twitter handle for our requestee?
Somebody asked us to play, to do Yu-Gi-Oh! GX.
If you give
Yes.
me 1 second, I can pull up their Twitter handle.
As well,
Yeah.
I'll give you a second because as well, we're all in the same room.
Yeah,
Which
it's
has
really
not
cool.
happened for some time.
Since what, fucking March?
Since March. Yeah,
Since
it is.
March.
It's August or so now, so that's a while.
Yeah.
And, it doesn't feel any better than to be back as a
It's
Tryforce.
so good to see both of your faces in the same room. Like, it really does feel amazing.
So, I think that if a series is popular enough, if you have a series like Pokemon, if you have a series like Yu-Gi-Oh!, there's got to be a continuation.
Of fucking course.
There's gotta
Pokemon's
be-
been doing it for 8 seasons
There's
now.
got to be an Indigo League. There's got to be a Yu-Gi-Oh! GX.
Dude, I totally forgot Indigo League was like a second
Yeah.
series.
Yeah, Kanto and then
Netflix
Indigo.
won't let you forget.
Netflix
Netflix
won't.
will not let you forget. I have the Twitter.
Yes, please.
So this was requested by one. I'm gonna just do it with that symbol because I
Yeah,
guess
please.
that's how people talk on Twitter. Don't know, barely use it properly anyway. But it's at gbakes93 had requested, specifically wanting Colton's reaction to GX and 5Ds.
and 5. Oh, you didn't tell me that. I love 5Ds.
Yeah, he had asked, and GX comes next in the series. I have sat and watched through all of the first Yu-Gi-Oh! And Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. I gave up at 5Ds. Card games on motorcycles, you lose me.
Yeah.
Card games on motorbikes, man.
You say,
but
use
dueling
your
school-
junk,
Dueling
warrior.
School, sat through that with no problem.
That's crazy.
Love.
Hate me.
Yeah,
Once
we did
again.
it. We might continue with regular Yu-Gi-Oh!, but here we are doing Yu-Gi-Oh! GX because the fans wanted it.
Of course. I would love to continue regular Yu-Gi-Oh! Because that actually is really fun.
And, considering that it was part of the fan submission, Colton was the one that kind of took a point on this.
Oh, did I take point?
So,
and, I feel like I'm fucking, like, front lines Vietnam. Like, I feel like I've been napalmed personally. And it is, wow. It's Yu-Gi-Oh! GX.
It's Yu-Gi-Oh!
A fucking
GX.
ride.
So,
Like,
I guess Rain and I were kind of just here for the ride, it seems.
Yeah, I mean, I'll throw in some points, you
Yes.
know, but...
So we're going to format it the same way we did the Dragon Ball Z episode. Zach is going to give us a recap.
Yes.
Because I kind of want to just hear... You haven't watched Yu-Gi-Oh! GX.
I haven't.
Okay.
That's true. I was
And that's
watching
exactly why.
second season of Yu-Gi-Oh! for that podcast, but now here we are.
Now, the reason I want this is because I want your raw reactions as you're reading these.
Oh, no.
And I will fill in the gaps for you. I'm up to episode 37. I don't imagine we're going to get through the whole season because it is fucking 52 episodes.
52,
Welcome to
crazy.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
52 episodes.
Let's try to get into the low 20s, shall we?
Yeah, I would agree.
I'll accept
Okay.
the low 20s.
So, episode 1, excuse me. The next king of games, a.k.a. the one who inherits the game. Original air date, October 6, 2004. U.S. air date, October 10th, 2005. Jaden Yuki is on his way to the Duel Academy entrance exams, where he bumps into Yugi Moto, the
Yes, he
protagonist
fucking does.
from the first Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yugi, you need to, stop hanging around schools.
who gives him a special card, the Winged Karibo, which he will
That's
use
the winged Karibo.
for the rest of the
I
fucking series.
remember
my
that
God.
specifically. He literally is like, Jaden's about to brush past him. He's like, "Are you?" He's like, "Here, take this card." And doesn't even say hi. And he's just like,
No
"Why?"
hi, no autograph,
He's like,
no nothing.
You
Just
look like
here's a
you'll
card."
need it. Bye. And I'm like, Yugi.
Right.
This is a school.
He's gone now.
Yugi's
Jaden,
26 at this point.
it's like you gotta stop hanging around with middle schoolers.
He's vibing.
Jaden hurries off to the exam, but arrives late. So he's going to the exam, he's late. He's given one last chance to get into the academy, but first must beat Professor Crowler in a duel.
Excuse
No,
me,
it's not.
it's Dr.
Doctor
Crowler.
because he has a
and
PhD
Alright.
in dueling, and I
He has
hate it.
a PhD in dueling tactics.
Okay.
He never lets you forget
All right,
it.
guys. Thank you very much. Dr. Crowler
Thank you.
in a duel. Dr. Crowler plays his best monster, the powerful ancient gear golem, but Jaden is able to prevail using his new partner, the Winged Karibo, and the power of his elemental hero deck.
I do really love the elemental heroes.
I agree.
They're amazing. They're
Flayman.
such a cool theme.
Burstinatrix, Sparkman,
Thunder
there's,
Giant.
Thunder Giant,
there's the
Mudball
Woodland
Man,
one.
Wildheart.
Yeah.
Blade Edge. Like, there's like
Blade
a bunch
Edge.
of
Blade
them.
Edge is tight. Yeah, I
We
agree.
haven't seen Neos yet. I'm up to episode 37 and we haven't seen Neos.
There's
No,
there's
Neos comes in later.
there's like the fusion one where he's all icy. That's totally
fucking
cool,
Tempest and his favorite one, Flame Wingman. Like so good, man.
Okay, well, yeah. So there's a new sheriff in town. There's a new kid in town, and that's Jaden Yuki.
Yeah, Jaden Yuki shows up like 20 seconds after they go, we're done. No
We're
more
done.
no more
Goodbye."
people coming in to take the exam. And they go over to Crowler, and I hate Crowler. A, because Crowler looks like you're supposed to hate him, and he's just
Crowler
like, "Ugh."
looks like a skeleton
But
wrapped
he
in electrical tape. Like
straight
it's
up-
terrible.
My problem with Crowler is that I can't imagine being like a teacher of some sort, and then
And looking like that?
no,
I don't know.
not even that. And treating the students the way that he
Yeah.
does, because he immediately hates Jaden Yuki, which, to be fair, I also hate
Yeah, me
Jaden
too,
Yuki.
but I wouldn't do
You're
that.
not wrong. Like, he's not wrong. I also hate him. I think he's the worst.
Sometimes it's pretty easy to pick them out of the crowd, though.
But, yeah. But, like,
Having experience,
but he
sometimes
just
it's easy.
straight up, like, I can't pinpoint something Jaden Yuki actually does wrong to be like, oh yeah, wow, he actually deserves to be hated like this. I just hate him because I think he's a shit main character.
Yeah, he's a terrible main character.
He is the literal, because of the first episode, he is the worst main character in the whole series. And I'm literally gonna say this now. The first episode tries to paint him like he's an underdog, but he
Right.
isn't, because he's so over fucking confident, and he wins like all of his fucking duels all the fucking time.
He's self-insert
Like,
the character.
yeah.
He was like,
So it's like one of those things where I'm like, okay, yeah, no, he's like the worst main character, but Crowler is just like, I fucking hate him because he's late, and nobody should be late, and I don't want any of these fucking slackers in my school.
slacker.
Yeah, like in my school. And then Jaden wins, which is like, dude, cool, you beat his ultra rare card, great. And then he still gets treated like shit by Crowler. Fucking zero out of 10, 0 stars on Yelp.
very Severus Snape-esque.
But like not even. Like at least Severus Snape was a good teacher.
Yeah, fucking Crowler sucks as a teacher. Just
Yeah.
go to episode 2. before
Episode
we-
2.
Shit.
Welcome to the Duel Academy, a.k.a. Flame Wingman.
Yeah, boy. Love this.
Jaden arrives at Duel Academy and is placed in the Slifer Red dorms, where the dropouts, slackers, and poor duelists are sent. So we've got some class consciousness going on.
See, here's the thing. How dare they make Slifer the representative for this? Because Slifer the Sky Dragon is the best fucking divine beast.
Should we put in the Obelisk Blue?
Absolutely. Obelisk is the worst one.
He stays in a dorm room with his new friend Cyrus Truesdale and Chumley Huffington, which is 2 character names that you would give to people who are meant to make your protagonist look better.
Yeah.
That's really it.
I hate the name Cyrus. I absolutely despise the name Cyrus. Love Cyrus as a character. Hate the name
I
Cyrus.
have a problem with the name. I have a problem with Chumley.
It doesn't take long for Jaden to get into trouble. Are we surprised?
No.
He is challenged by a duel by an Obelisk Blue student, and it's time. It's none other time than to chaz it up with
I could
Chaz.
feel Chaz
Chaz.
Princeton. The amount of times that I wanted to see my hands around his scrawny toothpick ass neck,
What a bad time to tell you that Chaz is like my second favorite character.
I just want to
is the shit.
squeeze and I want to see his head pop off like a fucking Ken doll. Like,
So-
it's just,
no, he
so
gets better. He sucks in the beginning, but Chaz does get better.
So Chaz
He has
wants to know.
character growth.
Chaz wants to know if Jaden bait Dr. Crowler in skill or just dumb luck. So that's why he challenges him to a duel.
Yeah.
Which
come to the duel arena, Slifer Slacker.
oh my god.
Literally, no time just being like, oh, you're a Slifer, fuck you.
Yeah, I just
So
can't.
episode 3.
His Shadow the Hedgehog ass Sasuke looking motherfucker. I just want to murder him.
My clan was destroyed. Episode 3, A Duel in Love, also known as Etoile Cyber. Etoile. Crowler is determined
speak
to
French.
get revenge on Jaden and expel him from the school.
I wouldn't-
Okay.
Jaden's
See,
14.
This is where I bring in my issue. Imagine working at the school, being like everyone like, oh my god, Dr.
I can't
Crowler,
imagine,
amazing,
yeah.
and then you're literally like, at how many times in just I only got up to episode 9 in my rewatch, but how many times did he go? There shouldn't be any Slifers at my school. Then why is there an option? Why
Yeah.
is there an option? If you don't want them at
just-
your school, why do you have an option? Why not just make it all obelisks? Which also, once again, I said this off podcast, all the girls are obelisk blue.
Yeah.
And I need it to be known that in my notes, I literally wrote, I'd be in red, I'd be in Slifer.
Yeah,
I'm not that
so
great
would
of a
I.
duelist. But then
I
I
would-
saw all the girls in obelisk, and I was like,
I
never
fucking-
mind. I guess I'm gonna be
I
at
know.
the pot. Like, you
I've
know,
been giving Colton the work lately, so maybe I'm in the raw gold. Who knows?
Yeah, I was going to say, I would at least make bottom yellow.
well,
you know?
it's fine because we'll just put Colton in red. We'll put
Yeah.
Sag in yellow, and then by default, I have to go to blue because I'm female.
Yeah, just like, I don't get it. Except for that one episode that we're going to get to later.
So here we go.
Yeah.
Number 3, A Duel in Love, aka Etoile Cyber. Crowler is determined to get revenge on Jaden and expel him from the school. He leaves a fake love letter claiming to be from Alexis Rhodes, an Obelisk Blue student.
Who we met, like, in the first 2 we definitely met
So
her in
he
the
can
first 2
catch
episodes, yeah.
Jaden out of his dorms after hours and thus have a reason to get rid of him. Cyrus finds the letter instead, and Jaden ends up having to rescue his friend from the Obelisk Blue girls by dueling the queen of the blue dorm herself, Alexis Rhodes.
All
Alexis
Hold
Rhodes
on, this
is-
is where I go off. First of all, Jaden was using Cyrus's locker, which is why Cyrus found the fucking letter. And Cyrus sits there and he's like, "Oh my god, this is great. She likes me." And I'm just
Cyrus.
like, imagine. I'm sorry, because like Cyrus goes, "Oh, these shoes aren't mine," but then sees the letter and goes, "Well, that letter's definitely not Jaden's." And I'm like, you just
It
opened
says-
it. You don't even know.
On the letter, Dear Jaden.
Like, you don't even know. You don't even know.
man.
And then, like,
You know?
later, all of the shit, they go there, and this whole thing happens, and I'm just like, bruh, I can't
Cyrus-
imagine getting into the shenanigans they all get. You
Cyrus
really
is like
can't
the
do it.
horniest motherfucker in that show.
Oh
and
my
I
fucking
will.
god, he just wants to
If
get
you
in.
have
What?
like spectacles, you know, you're gonna want to take as many.
He's like
opportunities
I can't,
as
but
you
then
can.
Cyrus is also, like, such a pathetic character at the start.
he's-
Like, I love Cyrus, but, like, oh my god.
Yeah, he's a very pathetic character. But you know what I would say he is? We were talking about My Hero earlier. He is like an unproblematic Mineta.
Oh god.
You
I don't
know?
know, Cyrus has some problems.
Yeah, Cyrus.
He's
Well,
a little problematic later on.
yeah. Oh, really?
He gets a little
A
problematic
little
later on.
Syrie boy.
Yeah.
Okay, right now he's an unproblematic
Okay.
Mineta. Like,
Episode 4, Making the Grade, aka Raring to Go. or the 5 polymers,
ready to go off the bridge.
VWXYZ.
Oh, we didn't talk about Alexis, like, at all. Like,
Yeah,
I've
that's
got
the
nothing
idea.
to say about her.
I mean, she's a fantastically written character. I wanted to say that. Like,
They don't know how to make her walk, though.
no, they do
The
not know how to make her
animation
walk.
in GX is absolutely atrocious.
Yeah, I mean, it's really cool that, like, they just threw this character out. And can I just ask you both for a second?
You more than likely can ask me a question.
Do you think she looks like Kaiba? Is that the joke?
No.
She doesn't look like Kaiba at all?
Her hair, maybe,
Like,
but, like,
I
not
thought-
really, like...
I remember that as a kid, and I'm like, that's Kaiba. Like, that is Kaiba and Taya Gardner and the Dark Magician Girl as one character. And I'm
yeah,
like,
no.
that is the strangest
It's because
combination.
they only know how to draw, like,
I guess so.
a handful of...
But, like, then I started watching it again. I'm like, no, she actually doesn't. You know, it's super weird. But, okay, I just wanted to talk about that for a second because it was so weird. But let's go to the next one.
Okay. So, making the grade / raring to go, or the 5 polymers, VWXYZ. Jaden oversleeps and is late for an exam. Chaz still doesn't believe that such a slacker was able to beat Crowler. Chaz and Jaden face off in a duel again. But this time Chaz has a whole new arsenal of rare and powerful cards thanks to Crowler. But Jaden has a new card too, Transcendent Wings, with the power to transform his Wing Karibo into the powerful Wing Karibo level 10 and win! Yay! Jaden is able to promote himself to raw yellow, but refuses and decides to stay in Slifer's red, much to his friend Cyrus's happiness. So
Yeah.
Jaden is down. Jaden gets to be the Mac Daddy, and he's just like, nah.
He literally straight up goes, but my friends are in red. And I'm like, well, hold on a minute. I don't know about you, but I'd be like, we are going from eating shit grilled cheese to, like, catering? Bye, Cyrus.
I don't know about
Peace
that.
out.
I don't know about that, but, like, you know, Bastion still hangs out with them, and he's a raw yellow.
I'm just
So-
like, you know, like, I feel like I appreciate the,
The gesture?
yeah, the proletariat, class consciousness of it all. And he's like, nah, fuck y'all. I don't care. Like, you know, like, I don't need it. And the fact is that they were so willing to put him in a certain category when he came in. And then he proves his worth as a duelist, and he's like, nah, I don't need your stupid ass. So, like, as much as I really hate the Magical Adventures of Under the Stairs Kid, a.k.a. Harry Potter, it, like, kind of feels that way to me. Like, there's, like, there's this one house that's, like, specifically decided is, like, not the coolest
The degenerate house,
Yeah, and then there's, like, the rich kid house, and there's, like, the between house, and I'm just like,
That's literally what it is. It's literally just like, yes, there's the obelisk blue, rich fucking,
That's
like,
a
fuckers.
great way to put it. It's Harry Potter if Hogwarts was owned by Seto Kaiba.
yeah,
Like, I fucking hate it.
hate that, you know?
That's just it. I think the whole system's fucked.
Yeah, 100%. Well, it's run by Seto Kaiba, so... anyway...
Seto Kaiba, 45 years old.
Also, like...
it's like a dead-ass middle-aged man.
I also need it to
in
be
this
known,
show.
like, imagine, like, so with that episode right now, imagine wanting somebody out of your school so bad that they're getting rare cards in, right? So that's, like, the whole thing of this episode. They're getting these super rare cards in, and Crowler
Steals all of them.
stands in the game shop waiting for the cards to come in, and immediately takes them before they could open the gates for the kids. And then goes and hands them off to Chaz, and is like, here you go, beat it. And it's just like, I fucking can't do it.
And not only that, but there was a really cool part of this episode where, like, Jaden's running to school, and he's like, holy shit, I'm late again, because, you know, what else is fucking new?
Late to anime school.
Absolutely. He's got the toast in his mouth. But, like, I just love that, you know, he sees this woman pushing a van up a hill, and he's like, do I go get my cards, or do I be a nice person?
do I go to my exam? Or...
Yeah. You know, do I pass humanities? I think he said. And then he helps this lady push the car up the hill, and the lady that he helps ends up being the card shop owner.
Nice.
So she saves a pack for him, and that had Transcendent Wings in it. Adorable. So I think that was really, really cool. But, like, that whole episode, I just remember thinking to myself, imagine having this much beef with a 14-year-old as, like, an esteemed doctor at, the dueling school in the world. Like, imagine you're a Harvard professor and you have this much beef with a 14-year-old where you will literally sell out your entire class in order to get revenge. And all because he beat you at Yu-Gi-Oh!
I couldn't believe that.
Like, it's just... Crowler needs a hobby. It's a hobby.
That's what his hobby is. His hobby is revenge.
I really wish it was but Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a hobby. You know what I mean?
No, he has a PhD in dueling. So, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is his life. His hobby is revenge on a 14-year-old boy.
I hate Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Anyway.
All right, episode 5.
6. We're on episode 6.
They are all
we're
the
on
fucking
episode
same.
5. The Shadow Duelist, part 1 of 2.
Oh my god, that wasn't episode, 6?
That's how I know.
Oh my fucking, I
We're
can't
only
do
at
it.
5.
At night, Jaden and his friends are taking turns telling ghost stories. Professor Bruce Banner joins them and tells them about a shadow game.
His name is not Bruce Banner,
it is
is
Professor Banner, however.
Okay,
So,
thank God.
Professor joins them and tells them a story about the shadow games and an abandoned 4th dorm at the academy. Jaden, Cyrus, and Chumley go to see if the story is true or not, and they meet up with Alexis. She is looking for her brother who disappeared in that area. The 4 of them entered the abandoned dorm, and Alexis is captured by a man named Titan who claims to be a shadow duelist and was hired by Crowler to get rid of Jaden after listening to Jaden going through the abandoned
He
dorm.
literally hired a Duel Monsters mercenary to handle a 14-year-old boy.
Yeah. Jaden duels
A
against him.
doctor.
Jaden duels against him to free Alexis, but does not have much luck. Leading to episode 6, The Shadow Duelist Part 2 of 2, / The Miracle of Winged Karibo. Winged Karibo is able to shatter Titan's illusion and dispel his fake shadow game when it looks like it's over for Jaden. Jaden and Titan are then pulled into a real shadow game, and Titan becomes possessed by the spirits of the dorm to continue the duel. But Jaden is able to win with the help of Winged Karibo, which is apparently the only card you need. He is able to rescue Alexis, and they escape together with Cyrus and Chumley, but Titan is left in the Shadow Realm. Jaden also promises to help Alexis find her missing brother who disappeared in the abandoned dorm.
So, I think it needs to be known that Jaden Yuki is definitely on some sort of drugs, because he's constantly, talking to his cards, and I'm just I don't know, man, I don't fuck with it, it's not for me.
Excuse me, he's not talking to his cards, he's talking to his dual spirit.
He's talking to
I don't
the
fuck
heart
with
of the
it.
card.
He's on LSD. He's 14, so where he's getting the hard drugs from, I don't know.
Oh, dude, you think Cyrus does not have, fucking mushrooms with him at all times?
I
Cyrus
just
seems
can't.
a lot like a cocaine guy to me.
I don't know,
Cocaine
man.
is a rich person drug. I don't
Have
think
you
can afford
seen
it.
his deck? Have you seen the gyroid deck?
The gyro.
I
Yeah,
like
If a
his
bus,
machine.
if a
Maybe.
bus stood up and
I
started
just
talking
don't know
to
if
me,
he would be hitting straight psychedelics. Cyrus looks like a kind of guy who's very afraid of his own demons.
Oh, yeah, no,
Cyrus
he
is
definitely is.
He's definitely microdosing.
Yeah,
Well, he's not-
okay.
100%.
Okay,
Yeah.
mushroom tea. Okay,
Yeah.
I see.
But
I see you.
to get back into the episodes here, because that's what we're here to talk about.
Not Cyrus's drug habits.
drug problem. Yeah. I really love the whole time Jaden just being like, "It's smoke and mirrors. It's a fog machine," and I'm just like, Jaden.
No, but here's
Jaden, I have a question. Because I understand that he's in there. I was hypnotized as a fog machine. I'm like, it's a fog machine, but did you not see the monsters go into that guy's mouth? Because I did.
I mean,
I witnessed that.
do you know what really fucked me up about that episode too? Is he didn't think that the whole time. When the first time when he had the fucking Millennium Puzzle, which by the way looked so bad. It was such a cheap.
Because it's fake.
Yeah, I know, but
It's
it
a
looked
fake
so
seas.
bad. At least put the fucking lines on the puzzle. You know what I mean?
He's got it at the dollar store.
Literally, it was a dollar store ass puzzle. But
Which he didn't even call it a puzzle.
He
It was
called
like-
it the Millennium Pendant. So I know, right? So, but for the first time, he didn't think it was a fake shadow game. He thought it was real, but he was like,
But then
I'm having so much fun with this. I'm like,
but then he
motherfucker, you
remembers,
think
you know?
your fucking life is on the line.
Oh, listen, man, this is once again a reason that I hate Jaden, because it's like, dude, you really genuinely were believing that your life is in danger, but you're also just like, LOL, this is fun.
And not only that, but if he wins, the other person loses their life, and he's like, ha ha ha, this is fun.
I don't know, man. Hold on a minute. I fuck with that. That I fuck with.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
Rain's fine with that.
If one of y'all came to me and you were like, I challenge you to a duel, and whoever loses dies, yeah, I'd be like, all right, fine, bye, Colton. Fuck you, bang, bang.
Just surrender.
You draw your cards, my hand already on my deck, giving up.
I was told that you would kill me.
Is that a promise?
All right, episode 7.
I hate this. I just want to make
You should hate it.
I want to make that very clear that I fucking hate this.
You should hate it.
Because episode 7 is known as... Okay, episode 7. Okay, so the alternate, I'm gonna make that clear. The alternate title is Show's Vehicle Deck. That must be whoever's involved in this episode. Oh, okay, Cyrus's vehicle deck. But the English name is Duel and Unusual Punishment.
Yeah. I would consider having anxiety an unusual punishment.
Yeah. I will say, whoever wrote the titles for the GX episodes, on point.
I can't.
On point.
No.
I
Loved
can't.
it.
Once again, I can't believe I watched this.
I love
entire
puns.
series.
I love puns. So they were so good.
Jaden and Cyrus are in trouble again for leaving their room after hours and entering the Forbidden Dorm.
Because of course they are.
They will be expelled from the academy unless they are able to win a tag team duel as arranged by the school committee.
Guarantee
Fucking
you,
dual monsters.
if Bastion snuck out in the middle of the night,
Or Chaz.
Chaz, Dr.
Chaz.
Crow would just be like, oh, what'd you find?
Cyrus and
Atlantic
Jaden
is in there.
go to practice against each other before the big duel. On the last move of their practice duel, Cyrus draws Power Bond, but refuses to pay it because his brother had told him that he was not a strong enough duelist and not
sorry.
worthy of its power.
Zach, what's his brother's name? I just want you to... Does it say it
It
there?
doesn't say
Doesn't
there.
say it there. Rain, what's his brother's name?
Zane
I want
Truesdale.
to fucking kill myself.
That's in the next one. So you guys really hopped the gun on that.
Cyrus
I was asked a
and
question, I answered
Zane.
it.
I see these people in my town. These are just the most white bread, milk toast motherfuckers
Well, have
I
you
have
seen
ever
them?
seen in my life. I can't. If a person willingly named their children Cyrus and Zane, I would throw them off a bridge. It is just...
Your parents named you Colton.
I'm not a fan. I've made it work.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, no.
I've made it work.
That's my favorite. Made it work. I'm not a fan. Okay. Holy shit. Episode 8.
Yeah, let's just,
Episode 8.
yeah, no, we should just move on. I have nothing else to say. Fuck you, I yield my time.
Ooh, for the sake of Cyrus, aka strongest cyber end dragon, Cyrus is planning to leave school because of what his brother said. Jaden feels sorry for him and goes to duel against Cyrus's brother, Zane Truesdale, an obelisk blue, and the best duelist in the school. Oh, I hate it. I hate it.
Can you
How is he
believe
the
that
best? No, how is he the best duelist in the school if he's only an obelisk fucking blue? That doesn't make any sense.
Because Dr. Crowler's like, I have a PhD.
Well, listen, man, I don't know what to say because, like, so I was rewatching. Wait, I gotta say this. I was rewatching that episode, and like, my brother is a dragon like duelist. Like, he legit uses only dragons. And I texted him, and I was like, "Yo, you use Cyber Dragon, right?" And he was like, "Not really, but my girlfriend mains Cyber Dragon." And I was like, "No, wait a minute, hold the phone. Don't tell me that shit's coming back. Right? Yu-Gi-Oh's changed a lot. It can't be coming back." And then he goes on to tell me that my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh character, like in GX, his deck is now becoming like a main fucking competitive deck. And I was like, I can't. No, I'm done.
Who?
You haven't met him yet. Jesse Anderson is my favorite
okay.
character. He plays Crystal Beasts, Ruby Carbuncles. Doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah.
He's
Crystal
great.
Beasts are a big thing.
Here we
He's
go.
great. We love him. But Zane Truesdale is actually my older brother. Gives me a little bit of anxiety. Cyber Dragon can fuck right off. I hate
Especially
it.
Cyber End Dragon with
the
Power
Power
Bond.
Bond? Oh.
Fucking 8,000 ass attack points.
Yeah.
Like,
So, however,
scrub.
Zane's powerful Cyber Dragon deck proves too much for Jaden to handle, and Jaden loses the duel. Despite losing, Jaden maintains a positive outlook and says he had fun dueling, which makes Cyrus feel better as well.
man, just come on now.
I don't get it. You know, the whole...
Go on.
If I can just, you know, Zach.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is?
I don't.
It's just dual monsters.
It's just
It's just dual monsters.
But like, see,
How on earth...
they just treat it like dual
no,
monsters.
the
but like,
No, they
problem is
don't.
they're not.
Yeah,
No,
they
they
do.
don't.
Cyrus
No, they do not.
has a literal anxiety disorder because his brother was like, "You're not powerful
You're
enough
not
to play the
strong enough
power
to play
bond."
Power Bond.
It's a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh
Colton,
card.
if
It's
I
a
looked at
fucking
you
Yu-Gi-Oh card.
and I said you couldn't play Magical Citadel of Endymion because you're not fucking strong enough,
because I'm an adult, I would have.
and you looked
taken
at that card in your hand that does annoying dumb stuff, and decided to have a crisis over it.
man.
Colton, I'm sorry, you're not powerful enough for Dark Magician.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, yeah,
Please leave.
I'll tell you a quick story. When I was younger, I used to go to Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments,
Same.
and my dumbass traded Dark Magician of Chaos for Black Skull Dragon, and
That's not a bad trade.
No, it was a terrible trade
don't know what
because
you're talking
Black
about.
Skull Dragon is a garbage creature. So
Listen,
it's a garbage creature. He has no effect at
all
all.
I have to say
And Dark
is
Magician
like,
of Chaos was OP.
all I have to
don't know
say
about that.
is they don't treat anything like it's just fucking dual monsters. At no point in any Yu-Gi-Oh series are they going to treat it like it's just fucking dual monsters. So stop saying that they're treating it like that, because they're not.
Okay.
But,
And
like-
I'm making a shirt that literally will just say it's just fucking dual monsters,
All
because
right.
it is.
So
They're at the fucking Duel Academy, Colton.
I
It's
know,
not just dual
but
monsters
like it's
to
just
them.
the stakes aren't high enough for me to like be interested, because I remember watching the original Yu-Gi-Oh series. I'm like, there are literal people's souls on the line at all given times, and like the world domination is on the line, and that was like, it's just dual monsters, guys. But now the stakes aren't high enough, and I'm like, okay, maybe
My
like
problem is that they go to a fucking literal dueling
Yeah.
school, and I can't wrap my mind around
just-
it. I want to live in this world just so I could understand.
I know. I'm like looking at Jade, and I'm like, threaten to kill a man every once in a while. You know, spice it up.
pick a bop. So, episode 9, also known as Family Business, or One Blow Certain Kill, flipping
oh
the table.
my god, I fucking hate this episode.
Chumley's father believes he is a poor duelist because of
wouldn't
his
be wrong.
grades, and wants him to leave Duel Academy and help him run the family hot sauce business.
not
Jaden
a
and
hot sauce
Cyrus do not want their
definitely
friend
not.
to leave, so Chumley's father makes a deal with him. If Chumley can beat him in a duel, he can stay at the academy. Chumley loses, but his father has seen his great spirit and allows him to stay anyway in pride.
Can we discuss the fact that Chumley runs a koala deck
deck?
and looks like a fucking koala?
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
like, my other thing is, like, all of his dad's cards are definitely fucking drunk.
Yeah.
Then they just put hot sauce.
Well, because it's for kids, and I want to
I
talk
was
about like.
losing my shit because he was like, oh, they're like wasted on hot sauce.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, that's what happens when
Which
I
happens.
just straight up guzzle Tabasco. Like,
Listen,
you
me,
know,
me and Texas Pete, we get together sometimes.
I just
Our
can't.
Lady of Cholula and I frequently worship.
I cannot.
Me
fucking
pulling
handle
out the tiny bottle of like death sauce. Oh, the
Love it.
3 a.m. death sauce. Let's do some shots,
it.
y'all.
Oh boy, 3 a.m.
I just.
Just a little bit of scorpion death pepper.
I am gonna.
yeah.
I whatever you need to say about this episode 6, I want to get right through
Yes,
it because I
please.
fucking hate this episode.
Absolutely. I
Whoa,
just want to
okay.
like. I
This
want to
is
use
my
it.
favorite episode of GX.
I want to talk. I just want to use it to
No,
talk
I
about
hate
the
it.
ridiculous fucking censorship in this show. Because we glazed over it in the Alexis Rhodes meeting episode. There was a scene where they were like, you know, it's like a traditional bathhouse scene. And you know how, like, in Japanese shows, people are naked when they go to the bathhouse.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense to me.
Yeah. So they were in the bathhouse, and the 4Kids edit had just these, like, swimsuits, like, painted over them.
People don't bathe.
People don't bathe.
People
You're
don't
right.
bathe.
Absolutely not.
They don't bathe.
But, like,
they swim.
It was so funny because it was literally like someone just
MSP.
you literally MS painted this shit on.
It's what is it? Clip art.
Yeah, they
There
clip
you go,
art.
It's clip art.
Like, you remember you know those really shitty like porn paint edit memes.
Whoa.
Like, you know when they like take like screenshots from porn and like selling a corn dog or selling the, like, you know,
Oh my God,
fixing
yeah.
a car, like, you know, it's just shit
Sucking
like that.
corn.
Yeah, like
Oh my
those.
God.
There's been a lot of
literally-
pornography talk about you on the podcast recently.
I don't know how else to describe it because it literally looked like that. So it was just painted on.
All right, here we
And
go.
then the next scene, it wasn't, and it was just totally uncensored.
Well, that's because people can wear towels,
I just don't.
but they can't bathe.
I just don't get it. And then this exactly. What?
Hot
You
sauce.
expect me to believe that there was a set of hot sauce cards
Yeah.
in Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah.
Fucking Duel Monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
You're
yeah.
supposed to believe that there's just this whole deck
Hot
based
sauce
off
deck.
of fucking hot
Whole
sauce
hot
and
sauce.
flipping
also,
tables.
not only that, but like when he brings Professor Banner, he's like, I'm gonna gift you a whole thing of hot sauce. It's literally like a gigantic bottle, and it's just very, very clearly Photoshop tinted red, and then it just has like a really shitty like clip art of a fire put up.
Hilarious.
It's so fucking
You know what's
funny.
hilarious as well?
Oh man.
Characters that have already been established in the series.
Yes.
So for episode 10, Tag Team Trial Part 1 of 2, or Judai and Show Tag Duel Part 1 of 2.
You mean the ones where we showed up, right?
The day of
Yeah, you
Jaden
guys-
and Cyrus's tag duel has arrived. They are to duel against professional tag team duelists, the Paradox Brothers.
Oh, man.
This is literally where I stopped my rewatch and I sent Colton a Snapchat and just went, I can't take this seriously anymore. I don't know how I sat through it before. I can't do it. I give up. And then I went and I watched Hunter x Hunter because I was like, I can't do it. I'm going to watch something else.
Oh my god. The
Wow.
duel begins.
Let me finish Boku no Hero number 2.
Yeah. The duel begins. Cyrus begins losing his confidence and is afraid that he will cause Jaden to lose the duel because he sucks.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's pretty bad.
He becomes increasingly worried as the Paradox Brothers summon their strongest monster, the Gate Guardian.
Oh, yeah.
The Gate Guardian. Jaden, however, is having a great time as usual and tells Cyrus to cheer up. However, it does not look good for the team. Which brings us to episode 11, Tag Team Trial Part 2 of 2. The duel between Jaden Cyrus and the Paradox Brothers, Para and Dox, continues. Alexis and Chumley are worried that their friends might not be able to win. Chaz, on the other hand, is looking forward to seeing Jaden get crushed.
I can't wait to see this Tryforce scum ejected from the school. I don't think he says ejected. I couldn't
I
get
can't wait to see this guy ejaculated out of here.
I couldn't get expelled out of my head fast enough.
I can't wait to see this guy climax out of here.
Oh my god, stop.
I'm
Jaden and
sure you
Cyrus.
can, Chaz. I'm sure you can.
Jaden and Cyrus are being badly beaten, but Jaden hasn't given up hope yet, seeing that Cyrus is motivated and is able to destroy Gate Guardian and eventually win the duel using Power Bond, proving to his brother that he is a strong duelist. By winning the duel, the boys are able to stay at the academy, much to the dismay of Chaz Princeton, as well as Dr. Growler.
I
Not happy about the fact.
you know
coming
what?
back.
Just the both of them, I could throw them into the ocean. Anyway, now at this point, I'd like to say we're 11 episodes in.
Yeah.
We have seen exactly one emotion from Jaden, and it is Sonic the Hedgehog. So
I can't. Jaden is just, I understand he's supposed to be your, like, fun, happy-go-lucky, like, pro-tag. I understand that. But I can't get behind him because I'm literally just like, you're overconfident.
Yeah.
I don't believe in you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know. I'm, like, expecting an underdog, and they're trying to be like, he's the underdog. And I'm like, no, he literally could be an Obelisk Blue if Dr. Crowler didn't,
Yeah.
like, fucking hate him.
The only thing stopping him from beating Zane is they haven't dueled yet. Like, that's
Right.
it. You know, he finds a way through every single goddamn duel, and he could take over that school day 3, but it's just politics keeping him out of fucking Obelisk Blue. And he doesn't have emotions. Like, he just is...
He is that really, like, creepy, like, happy face emoji that's just like, you know.
Yeah, but if Pepsi Man was a duelist, it's Jaden Yuki.
Pepsi Man.
Pepsi Man. Do you remember that?
I
The
don't
game?
want to.
There was a game, but
Yeah,
Pepsi
I
Man was
remember the
like,
game.
yeah, he's just fucking. He's like that radical 90s like
him.
protagonist.
Once again, I hate him.
I hate,
I just hate him. Episode 12.
Episode 12. So, episode 12, formula for success, aka oxygen plus hydrogen equals H2O dragon.
Yes.
Just hit me with a Bastion episode every time.
It
please.
is a Bastion episode.
I love a Bastion episode.
So, Chaz is being berated by Dr. Crowler for losing to Jaden.
Good, as he should be.
If Chaz wishes to
Scrub-ass.
keep his position in Obelisk Blue, he must defeat Ra's best student, Ra Yellow's best student, Bastion Misawa.
Bastion
in a
Misawa
duel.
is my favorite Ra Yellow because he's just such a fun character, and he's also voiced by Eric Stewart, who voices Seto Kaiba, and he's literally
Holy
just British
shit.
Kaiba, and it is the funniest goddamn thing in the world.
Despite his cocky attitude, Chaz is defeated.
Of course he is, because he's a terrible duelist.
Bastion passes up the chance to join the Blue Dorm because he believes he will not be truly the best until he beats Jaden.
Can you imagine, like, they have now had 2 promotions revoked because of, like, pride reasons?
Well, imagine this,
Stupid.
right? Imagine you beat someone above you, right? So he beats Chaz.
Right.
They're like, hey, you want to come to blue? And he goes, nah, I gotta beat this guy in red first. Like, I'd be sitting there like, hold on a second. What? You don't want to move up because you want to beat a guy that's behind you.
Yeah.
But I do like Bastion. A, because he runs like a science deck, and I'm a big science nerd.
fucking
But also
cool.
because when he opens his jacket and he has like 6 decks
Yeah.
based on who he's gonna fight, I was like, dude, I can barely handle making one deck because it's not even finished yet from the first Yu-Gi-Oh podcast we did. And I'm making it virtually, so I have access to any card I want, and I still can't do it.
Right.
Yeah,
And
it's
this
really
man's
cool.
got 6 decks?
Yes, he does, and he's just like
I can't.
science. The science deck is so cool. I love Water Dragon. I had that card as a
H2O.
kid. So fucking cool, man. Did not have Hydro or Oxygedons at all, but I had fucking Water Dragon. So.
My brothers had like all the fucking cards, and I still played fucking Fishboard Blaster, so
Hey, it's all you need. It's,
All right.
He's still banned, so like I just don't
don't remind
understand
me
why.
about that.
I just don't know why it's not like
It's because I'm too powerful with them.
if Monster Reborn isn't banned, unban Fishborg.
Episode 13, aka Monkey See, Monkey Duel.
Zach,
I'm sorry, I don't
Zach.
like that. I don't like that Zach locked eyes with me when he read that.
can you do me a favor and tell me what the monkey's name is?
Wild Release SAL Duel. That's all it says. I don't see anything here.
You don't
It
see his
duels
name?
against the monkey to rescue her.
Do you know what his name is?
Maybe it'll go on to the next episode. But number 13, aka Monkey See,
Really?
Monkey Duel.
I needed to be known, Zach. You really just like locked eyes with me when you read that. It's like Zach knew. I can't. Why do you think I can't take this seriously? Because I have this shit. I can't take it
You know who you
seriously.
can't take seriously? Chaz Princeton. Cyrus spots
Jaden.
Chaz taking his luggage and leaving the school after being defeated by Bastion.
Oh my fucking god. Babies. They're babies.
Jaden and Cyrus sneak out of class to try to stop him, but are caught by Alexis and her friends Jasmine and Mindy. Instead of sending Jaden and Cyrus back to class, Alexis decides to join them in finding Chaz. They're interrupted by an experimental monkey named Wheeler wielding a dual disc to kidnap Jasmine. Jaden duels against the monkey known as Wheeler in order to rescue her, but while they are distracted, Chaz leaves the island. Wheeler is able to escape his owners and goes to live with his own kind. The monkey's name is Wheeler,
Yeah.
like Joey Wheeler.
I thought Joey Wheeler was a dog. I mean, they only made you believe that how many times in season 1?
They only kink shamed you how many times in season 1?
Once again, how many times did that guy get his kink in?
Honestly, yeah, they should have
and
made
then
him a
they
dog. That would have been hilarious.
And then it's a dueling monkey. I understand why they went with the monkey. Makes sense. Scientifically, you could teach monkeys to do a bunch of shit. You probably could teach a monkey to duel. Doubt you could teach the monkey to actually read the cards, but I'm sure it'd go,
Yeah.
yeah.
here's a spell card, you fuck.
It's green.
know?
I'll put it here.
I'm sure
it's
they can memorize green, brown, and purple.
Yeah, honestly.
Quite possibly. But, I don't even remember most of that episode. I just, once again, I can't take this fucking thing seriously.
He had a monkey deck, and
of course he did.
Really
why am I not shocked? Look at the shock on my face.
I really want to build a monkey deck. I don't know if there's enough cards in Yu-Gi-Oh to do that.
There probably is now.
Yeah,
Stop encouraging him.
I would absolutely love to run a deck
Listen,
with
no,
3
I'll
Berserk
encourage
Gorillas.
him. I'll encourage him.
You could use
Do
my
it.
Drummerilla.
Yes!
Performance Pal Drummerilla.
Do it. Just
Okay.
So
fucking make
good.
your gorilla deck. Do it.
Episode 14. Courting Alexis. Oh no, I'm sorry. A Spirit Summon, or versus Psycho Shocker. Only a few students are left on the island over winter break. Jaden and his friends included. They are enjoying their time off in the Slifer dorm cafeteria when an Obelisk Blue student rushes in and explains that he and some of his Obelisk Blue friends were attempting to revive the spirit of Jinzo, the Psycho Shocker, but not believing it would work. So, Jinzo.
Zach,
Yeah.
picture this.
Yeah?
You, me, and Rain
Oh
No,
boy.
Get
no,
together.
I don't want to be involved.
send you a text message at 2 in the morning. Be like, listen, you know what we're going to go out and do tonight?
What are we going to go out and do
We're going
tonight?
to go out into the forest. We're going to summon the Dark Magician.
I gotta be real.
What would you say?
I would really. No joke. I'm sorry, Colton. If you called me and you said that to me, I would literally be like, "So you're hitting that mushroom coffee again, huh?
The mushroom
Oh,
coffee.
man.
Mushroom coffee's really a." And then I would call Zach, and I'd be like, "Yo, did Colton call you?" And
Yeah,
Zach would be
no,
like,
same shit. Same shit.
And then I personally would go to Zach's house and send you pictures of me and Zach hanging out, not summoning
us drinking coffee at 3 in the morning.
Like, yeah, just being like, you
Flipping you
have fun. You have fun summoning Dark Magician in the woods. Me and Zach are gonna go watch a movie and play some games and not do
The
that.
next day follows. It's just I post the meme on Facebook. Friendship ended with Zach and Rain. My new best friend is the Dark Magician.
You poorly photoshopped picture of you and the Dark Magician, and it's just me and Zach. Like, so the Tryforce is broken up.
In our hoodies, just like
I could do the
Sitting
Triforce with
waiting.
just the Dark Magician.
holy shit.
It's you with 2 microphones, one like auto-tuned.
Oh, okay. So here's the deal, though. However, the summoning of Jinzo was successful and takes Jaden's friends' souls.
Of course.
The group heads out into the forest and finds Jinzo. Jaden defeats him in a duel and then returns the souls he took. The next morning, everyone thinks it was all a dream, but Jaden knows that it wasn't.
Well, Colton-
And that dual spirits really do exist because he can see the winged Karibo's spirit.
Colton, remember when you wanted like high stakes?
Yeah. See, but like around this time is where I was like, okay, this shit's getting good. You know, like I was like, this is
You
getting
wanted
okay.
this fucking high stakes, but
I
like,
do.
like fucking Jinzo. No,
Jinzo.
I can't.
Yeah,
I can't.
of all the dual monsters you could have summoned, you picked fucking
Well, I mean,
Jinzo.
later on, we got Kaiba Man, and Kaiba Man's a card.
Kaiba
so,
Man's a good man. That's a good man. I would
good
summon
Kaiba man.
I would summon a Kaiba Man.
I would not. I don't know.
I hate him as a card. I hate the fact that he exists, but I'd summon him if I knew he existed.
Okay.
I can't. I just, once again, I can't do it. I can't. Like, I remember watching these as a kid and being like, oh, wow, I want to go to a dueling school because, like, we're all fucking
Yeah.
nerds. And now I'm just like, if this is the shit that I would put up
Honestly?
with, I'm sorry, no, if this was the shit that I would have to put up with, I would be like, I'd be calling, I'd be like, Dad, can you come pick me up?
Mom, come pick me up. I'm scared.
Like, I don't think I can do this. And
But-
he'd be like, you wanted to go to the school. And I'd be like, I can't.
yeah,
They're
I
like,
did. It looked great on paper.
Listen, in theory, wonderful. In practice, Dr. Crowler's been trying to, like, expel this 14-year-old kid for, like, months. My fucking friends lost their souls to a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Dad, they want me to duel on a boat. I don't understand. There was a written exam, and the kid couldn't explain what a field spell did. Why am I here?
Honestly, though, if I was told that there was a literal university for Yu-Gi-Oh, I'd be like, yeah, what's the tuition?
Actually, wait, once again, I'm. Is this a high school or is this a college?
I think this
no
is
one
like
has
a college.
told me because they're like
think
14.
Academy, like,
I think-
implies, like...
I think, like,
But
in
is
the...
it like a boarding school? Because those are high schools, right? But like then like Crowler was like, Good luck at
it's a boarding school.
Good luck at dueling community college, which I'm never getting over.
DCC, I love it.
DCC.
That's where I'll be. Dad, just take my tuition money, put it towards community college. I'm not getting a PhD in dueling anytime soon.
You know,
I'll just beat everybody with their really low level
Get
decks.
your liberal arts out the way and then get into
right.
dueling private school.
Here we go. Episode 15, Courting Alexis, or the Tennis Duel of Youth.
So fucking
Jaden
good.
and Cyrus are playing tennis.
The episode names are so good. They're
And
so good.
Jaden complains that it has nothing to do with dueling.
It doesn't
Colton,
have anything to do with the dueling.
Imagine you and I go out to dinner, right? You know, we're just ordering our appetizer. We're getting to the entree, and we're like, you know, Colton, this doesn't have anything to do with Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't know why the fuck I'm here, actually. You can pay for my...
That's literally, you know what that is? That's all of us going out to eat, and then one of us just turning around and being like, this has nothing to do with the Triforce podcast. What the fuck am I doing here?
no
We're not
microphones
friends
at this
outside
table.
of this shit. Like, I can't.
This pizza has pasta on it.
Yeah, don't
This isn't a
fucking front.
Yu-Gi-Oh card. Hold on.
I'm like, I sent you both a snap. I think it was like earlier when Bastion and Jaden first like became friends. I sent you a snap like, guys, you guys are playing a game at a duel academy that doesn't have Yu-Gi-Oh cards in
baseball,
it.
right?
You're playing the wrong game, guys.
So while he is distracted, Jaden accidentally hits the ball towards Alexis, another student named Harrington Rosewood.
Oh my god, he sounds pretentious.
Deflects the ball away, but it ends up hitting Dr. Crowler in the process.
Oh, well, get wrecked, son.
Alexis thanks the other student for saving her, which he reveals at the perfect time, really, that he has a crush on her. He decides to challenge Jaden to a duel, in which the winner will become Alexis's fiancé.
Can you imagine? She doesn't say a goddamn word this entire time.
Oh, no, Alexis, no.
I'm sorry, this is like when kids used to do the thing where they'd be like, if I win the bet, I get to ask out that girl. And it's like, you didn't even ask the girls, like...
Permission?
Like, you didn't
Like, even
ask
remotely?
If she's even interested
in either of you.
Yeah.
And, like, poor Alexis is just sitting there like, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, Alexis is like,
I got my own shit. Like, my brother's missing. I got Zane's, like, fucking abusive brother ass shit that I'm trying to deal with. Chaz fucking dipped and he was in blue.
Chaz
Like,
straight up left.
Alexis is probably dealing with the same shit that I said when you first started GX, which is, like, Chaz is definitely gay, but we haven't had the talk yet. She's like, I haven't been able to talk to this dipshit about his gay romantic fucking feelings for, like, Jade and Yuki. Like, I don't know what to say. And then this rich-ass pretentious motherfucker comes out and goes, I have a crush on you, Alexis. Also, I'm gonna go duel this kid that you have, like, probably no interest in, whatever.
That remains to be seen. There's some things there.
Hold on, though.
Hold on a minute.
The end of this episode, though, definitely makes Alexis's, intentions known.
Oh yeah.
So obviously, Jaden not realizing what the term fiance means, accepts the duel and wins.
Can you imagine?
What a fucking chode! I literally can't even imagine.
I have to ask. So when I proposed to my fiance,
Yeah.
I did not challenge anybody to a Yu-Gi-Oh duel.
No.
That is exactly where your problem
And,
was.
like, I'm just... should I have, like, challenged somebody to a duel? Like, now I feel like...
You should have dueled someone for her hand.
Well, she proposed to me back, and she also didn't challenge
she
anyone
also-
to
Neither
a
of you
duel.
did that.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm
Both
just
of you have to
wondering.
beat us in a duel before you can legally get married.
I want you to know she is telling me no, that's not happening. So because of this, Colton, I know I asked you to officiate the wedding. You're off the list. I will get someone else to do it because I will not be dueling.
Colton and I just playing Yu-Gi-Oh in the back of the reception hall. Oh, no.
Welcome to my wedding. Here's my best man,
no.
Colton Murray, and he's nowhere to be found. And it's me going, where's Colton? He's supposed to make the best man speech.
He's
and
in the middle of a
dueling.
fusion summon in the corner.
It's a cutout of the Dark Magician with my face on it.
Sorry, I got a synchro summon for Red Nova Dragon. I'll be there soon. someone else to
absolute-
start my toast.
Jesus
I look for
Christ.
Zach. Zach's also like, no, hold on a minute. I'm about to fucking end this man's career.
I'm at the bar with 2 drinks, but my hand is in my mouth. My hand of cards.
I think you
between
guys
my lips.
are like officially uninvited to my wedding.
We made it, boys. Me and him, we're just pressed up against the glass, just watching. Okay.
Me, Colton Murray, still my best man. Also me, Colton, you're not invited to the wedding.
Okay. So, Jaden obviously accepts the duel and wins, not knowing what becoming Alexis's fiancé is. Afterwards, Jaden asks Alexis what fiancé means. And she says that for now, it means friend.
If I was Alexis, I would have, like...
I'd have been so glad I would be in the abandoned dorm going, Atticus, wherever you
I
are.
would have sailed off the island in my private yacht.
I'll say, her brother's missing, and she would be. That was me. I would be in that dorm, literally the abandoned dorm, going, Atticus, however you went missing.
Spirits, take me.
Take me too. Take me too.
I need to be away from this.
Couldn't do it.
Holy
It's not for me.
Shit. Oh my god, my head hurts. All right, so we need to go on. So that's what I was saying. Alexis is like, yeah, she definitely feels something for Jaden, but it's fucking
Okay.
ambiguous as shit.
Episode 16.
Oh my god, we're only at 16.
The Dual Giant, aka King Goblin of the Dark Knight.
I have something to say about this episode, and I want to say it immediately after you do this. Okay.
Several obelisk students have been attacked and forced to duel using the anti-rule, ending up having their rare cards taken when they lose.
Battle City rules.
Meanwhile, Jaden is busy with lots of homework, but Dr. Crowler promises to pass him if he finds out who has been defeating the obelisk students. But he realizes this could be the opportunity for him to expel Jaden once and for all. Jaden, Cyrus, and Chumley head out in the middle of the night to face the so-called Dual Giant, who is revealed to actually be 2 people, both raw yellow students who team up with one another. After they were made fun of by other Obelisk Blue students, Jaden forgives them for whatever reason he has to forgive them. I don't know why he's forgiving them. And lets them go free. I don't know why he has control over their freedom either.
I'll explain.
I can't. This is literally like
What do you
when.
mean?
Oh my god, this
He
is.
forgives them.
He forgave them. I'm so sorry.
What does he forgive them
I'm so
for?
sorry. What did they do to you?
I'll-
What did
I
they do to
will-
you?
I'll do
Murdering
this.
his parents? Like,
What they do to you, Jaden?
Speaking of Jaden's parents, they really need to intervene. But like,
Somebody come get. Someone come get your man.
someone get your boy. But so this episode was fucking unbelievable. Like, and even by GX standards, this was unreal. So what happened was there was this really big fucking dude, and like you were saying, the Dual Giant goes around and takes all these Obelisk Blues cards. So there was this little kid in raw yellow. You see him at the beginning of the episode, and like the Blues are all calling him out, and he's clearly a very good duelist, but you know, he makes a really big mistake under pressure. He's got stage fright, and he makes a horrible mistake, and he loses the duel. So they all start shitting on him for it, and his best friend, who happens to be this colossal fucking person, like this, literally, it's like George and Lenny.
the Dual Giant.
Yeah, like George and Lenny.
Okay.
But like, they don't know he's the Dual Giant, so
Colton,
they
did
just
me
know
and
he's
you
a big
team
boy.
up?
Yeah, honestly.
This
Literally,
is-
it would be like if you
This
and
is
I...
me and Colton team up right here.
It's like if I had actually one brain cell, because he literally talks like, let's go, boss. Like, it's...
Let's tend the rabbits, George.
Literally, he's Lenny from fucking Of Mice and Men.
That's hilarious.
So, like... so Jaden hears about this, and he, like... This kid shoots a look up at Jaden, like, And fucking Jaden's like, that's a Dual Giant. And, like, Cyrus is like, what? Jaden's like, yeah, I'm gonna go talk to him. And Cyrus is like, Jaden, you know, why would you do that? So Jaden literally jumps out of the fucking bleachers and confronts this gigantic man and goes, hey, Dual Giant, I want to duel you. Fun fact, people don't even think the Dual Giant exists. He's like a local legend. I'm like, Jaden, you cannot just run up to people and accuse them of being a cryptid.
I mean, I don't know. I look at Colton and I
That's what
go,
I'm saying.
anytime someone's like, Bigfoot's not real, I'm like, are you guys sure? Because Colton's right here.
I heard
heard something. I heard recently about a cryptid known as the skunk ape, which is pretty much Bigfoot except he smells terrible. And I was like, oh my god, I finally found it. Like I'm just like, this is the one. This is it. It's like, oh, he's extremely hairy and smells terrible. Oh my god. Do I have some news for you people? I fucking found his ass. Oh my god.
I found him on a boat once.
What I have to say about this
been in that
episode.
studio? Sorry.
Oh my god. Yeah. What I have to say about this episode is Jaden has absolutely no right to be forgiving these students, because this is like with all the stupid petty YouTube drama bullshit that happens out in the world and all of the like racist comments that these YouTubers make, and then white people are like, well, you have to forgive them. No, we are white. We don't get to forgive. We don't get to say what gets to be forgiven because it doesn't affect you. So I'm like, Jaden, it doesn't affect you. It doesn't affect you. You don't get to be like, well, I forgive them, so it's fine. No. I don't care.
Well, he basically is just like, I promise not to turn you guys in if you just stop doing this. You know, that's
it.
it.
Turn you in, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't care. The wording said that he forgave them. I disagree.
So because he lets them go free, he still ends up having to go do homework for Dr. Crowler.
Well, you're out of fucking school, Jaden. I also don't know what to tell you. Like, be a student.
Episode 17, Nature of the Draw, aka Draw.
This is my favorite episode of the
Are they
season so
drawing?
far.
Transcription Doro, which is the Japanese draw, I suppose.
Yeah.
Jaden, Cyrus, Chumley, and Alexis hear about a student with an amazing ability to always draw the card he wants.
Me too.
They go out into the forest to find this mystery duelist and discover that he's been living out in the wild for a long time, perfecting his drawing technique.
We didn't get to the fun part. Do you know how we discovered that Jaden is a shit drawer? Because you know how they distribute food in this fucking school?
No.
They put it in booster packs and have people pick from a bucket of sandwiches. And they have like 2 edible flavors and the rest of them are just trash.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what happens. So, so we find out that somebody has been picking the lucky one this whole time, and they stake out the cafeteria. They stake it out overnight, and then all of a sudden, I'm not kidding, Tarzan shows up.
Tarzan.
King
of Apes.
I have to say something.
Tarzan.
Because I don't think either of you two are gonna know what I'm talking about.
Tarzan.
Sure. Yu-Gi-Oh! GX had a game. I don't think either of you guys had the video game. I had the video games for the PSP. And the sandwich lotto thing was in the game.
No.
And I like remember that specifically. That's like the one thing that I remember next to constantly making Jesse my dueling partner. And I just remember constantly being like, I'm gonna get the great sandwich. And I always got the shit sandwiches because my luck's also shit. And then just being like, oh, the episode was right. Someone is stealing the shit. But that's not even remotely what happens in the game, in like the video game. My luck is just actually garbage. And I was just like, oh my god, I'm gonna go into the woods and go fight this man. And nothing like that even remotely happened. So
funny.
And complete with the Tarzan scream and everything. Like, this man comes through.
I can't.
And
I can't do it.
Talking in broken ape English, and just he spent a year out in the woods. A year, Zach.
For a long time,
and his grammar collapsed. Completely and utterly collapsed. He spent a year away from society, and the language center of his brain was just like, okay, goodbye. And yeah, just so you know why, Zach? Do you know why he goes out into the middle of the forest for a year? Let me tell you why he goes out into the forest for a fucking year. I'll tell you, to perfect the art of picking the correct Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Yeah, it says that.
How do you practice that?
I have no fucking idea.
How do you do
Dude,
it?
oh my god.
He's like, he like pans over to a fucking shot of a waterfall and cards are falling down and he's like, me pick good card. just as snow melts, I pick correct card. I'm like,
no.
Get the fuck. Oh, ow, I just hit my teeth on the fucking microphone.
Yeah, man.
That is...
So it says
Jaden wins the duel, saying that he should learn to enjoy dueling more and not take everything so seriously.
Yeah, it shouldn't take it so seriously that you spend a year in the fucking woods to learn how to pick your fucking correct Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Everybody knows that Jaden Yuki takes things far too seriously.
Oh, God.
Once again, it's just fucking dual nonsense.
Oh, by the way, I would just like to make a quick retrospective note. Remember that tennis asshole?
Yeah.
First of all, how do you find it? How do you make a tennis deck? How do you do that? Second of all, he was voiced by the same voice actor that does Sonic in the Sonic X anime, and it's the same voice. It's the exact same voice for Sonic.
I don't know how to tell you this, but some voice actors don't have range.
Oh, and guess what? You know who else has that?
Who?
Atticus Rhodes. It is canonic.
He really does.
It is canon that Atticus Rhodes is just Sonic the Hedgehog.
He is.
So.
He is. I believe
absolutely.
it. 100%.
Oh boy, so I think we should end it there because I feel like pressure building up in my left eye and I need to drive home and I'm not trying to see.
Fuck Yu-Gi-Oh! GX.
Absolutely. We're going to finish it. Mama Murray did not raise a quitter, so we're going to finish it and we're going to do it. But it's just not going to be tonight.
Papa Gallo told me that if I don't want to do anything, I don't have to do it. But I guess I do have to finish this, don't I? I genuinely don't know how I sat through this entire thing as a kid.
I don't know.
Because,
because you're a kid.
Yeah, but, I had standards as a kid, too.
Yeah, I mean, we thought we did as
I don't know.
kids.
I also have 3 brothers who were super into Yu-Gi-Oh!, so I think I didn't have a choice.
Yeah, I mean, fucking...
I don't think I had a choice. You know, it was like they had the remote.
I used to think the Transformers movies were good. You know, we all had standards. You know, we thought we had standards. But, oh my god. GX. Oh my god. We're up on what? 18?
17.
Oh my god. We are a quarter of the way through.
You're the one who's, watching all of it. I don't know what to tell you.
Didn't we only agree to do season 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, season 1 is 52 episodes.
Oh my god.
So anyway, thank you guys so much for listening. Tune in next time where I might try to convince them to not make me sit through more GX.
Yeah, I think we might just take out... I don't think we're going to do GX next week.
We should talk about...
We have to finish it just for the
We have to finish it, but
we're not
going to do it.
That doesn't mean that we have to do it immediately. This is going to come in segments,
We're not
probably
finishing...
a couple weeks apart, because I don't think I can stomach it.
At the very least, every other week.
So next week, we'll talk about a good anime.
Oh.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Hopefully.
Let's do it.
I'm sure we'll all fight each other on what anime we're going to talk about. Or a game,
is
because
that the
we
hint?
also talk about games.
Oh, so Dragon Ball Z Part 2.
Absolutely not,
Season 2,
because I
Part 2.
still think Dragon Ball Z is...
That's fair. All right, well, thanks for dueling with us. Thanks for drawing with us. And thanks for chazzing it up with us.
Oh my fucking god. I can't. All right.
You know what? I don't think we're going to do a podcast next week.
I need you guys to all get out of my house.
Okay. Tryforce.